Alright, listen, I just want to say this quick. I want to say this fast. Now, this is a recap. This is a recap of the house. I just want to do this quick. I want to do this fast. I just want to do one video because it took a while just showing you a recap of the house. Because I posted that one video and showing you how it looked so far, but I want to give you a walk down off of the living room and the living room and the bathroom. I want to do this quick because I do it before. So that being said, let me just show you this. I'll make it quick. This is only for the recap. Later on, at the end of the video, I will explain more of what I'm planning to do. Let me just show you this real quick. Listen, I did the living room. The entry, right? It goes all the wall, the molding, the walls, painted gray. I cannot kid you not. The whole kitchen is not done. As far as that side still not being painted gray, it looks like it's the same, which is not. My lights are back on with a blessing. Everything to the side, I just want to put this quick, And that bedroom is not finished, but I did install some lights that is not attached to the electricity, that is not being, without battery usage. It's just everything portable. So as far as next time when my lights do cut off, I am not being charged for all the electricity that I had on, other than this light that I have right now that is on, because I'm showing you. Quick and simple. From the entry of the house, let me start walking back, right? I just want to show you this. And the moral of the story is, because when you feel like it's too long to do this, it takes too much time. Yes, it took a year for me to do this, maybe a little bit more. But at the end of the day, I did this mainly myself. Yes, I had a little bit of touch-ups here and there on this wall, but still, in the majority of the time, it was me. So this is, that little space right there that had all that work, construction, there it goes, done. That's the entry. All wood is painted blue, but this is federal blue. Like I said, it was 3 colors going around the house. That's the entry, and here comes the living room. Something nice, something sweet, something simple. It's the place, looking like a house now. Way more better. The bedroom, I got more to show you, but I put to the side here and there. I painted the wall a little bit, but until it's fully completed, not much to show. But then we got the bathroom. As well, there's an LED light up there, but I'm not using it. And there's another one on that side. For any reason, the light goes dead. But I'm only using, I'm just showing you the house right now. So here comes the bathroom with this federal blue color. With this navy blue color. And the living room to be federal blue, which is the way that looks like there. That's how the bathroom looks so far. There's still paint going around the edges of this and that because I didn't want it to be the paint to drip to one side to another when I'm doing gray, and then when I'm doing blue, look at the gray is dripping, and then also got that corner over there where actually the blue was actually somewhat touching the gray, and the same thing with the living rooms. So much, a lot of work in there, but 2 rooms to be down. Not fully, but still. This is basically just telling you, continue, just progress. Don't slack, don't give up, don't waste no time. I put this down. And I don't got much to say, but it was just a quick video showing you a recap of the house. And there's more behind that. Like I said, I'm planning to do way more. This is just a recap of the house, maybe the first recap for what happened before, within a year's worth of videos. But that being said, I am still working on more projects as far as music, starting way back to my early days when I did poetry. So here and then you're gonna see more poetry. I wanna release myself from all the drug use and smoke and drink and all that thing. Cut that cold turkey. If it can't possible, if not, once occasionally, because due time is not the fact that the drugs is the problem. As far as marijuana, smoking, where it's seen as a drug, which is medical. It's not the fact that I'm using drugs, smoke, drink, and cigarettes to delay me to do what I want to do. Is because at the end of the day, I relax too much when I do that. When I do this, drugs, smoke, whatever, I begin to get too relaxed. And this is me, I personally noticed, because sometimes I really come from work and I'm tired and I don't want to do no more else. I carry this, I carry that, I back and forth. It's just work, And then after work, I come do this, and then I pick up behind that. Just a back and forth. Another reason why it took a year. Other than that being said, I am planning to do poetry here and there. I am planning to do arts and crafts as far as drawing and maybe creations. If there's a point in time that I will do a live channel to speak more or less of not just my progression. And I feel like anything that I come across that might better other people in the future, for any reason that my words and inspiration, my characteristics, my character himself shows you inspiration, motivation in any form of way, matter, I guess whatever I can speak on that better me, I will just speak on it. If you feel like any reason that is something that I speak on or is not right, doesn't sound right, doesn't seem right, I'm willing to talk about it. You can tell me anything, how you feel, or you can talk to me anyway, how you feel about it. When it comes to debating, I'm here to debate and find out what is right, what is wrong, what it sounds right, what it sounds crazy. I am not here to looking for an argument, to find out more or less if this is right, if this is wrong, and why is it right, why is it wrong. I'd rather have you explain to me in more or less to a debate to find out why you feel like this is wrong, why you feel like this is right, and if it is the truth. For any reason, not explaining because it is, they're painting the facts and fiction between the pros and cons between one another. That being said, I spoke too much, or I spoke more than enough. That was just a recap. Later down the line, hopefully I'm able to provide more poetry here and there, more music, more arts and crafts, and anything that comes to flow through my brain. Due time, it might take, hopefully not another 3 months, to present another song, whatever. But that being said, don't stop, don't give up, continue doing what you gotta do, and don't be a drug addict, a drug addicted. Don't fall to your addictions as far as marijuana use, alcohol use, cigarette use, whatever the hell you use. Even though if you feel like it's not an addiction and you just use it to relax, more or less because you turn to that and not to what inspires you, what motivates you, pushes you forward to do more other than just a drug use being your adrenaline boost. For any reason you feel like there's something else that could push you further than that. To get your mind on drugs is the mentality, it's the time and place, more or less. If it's too late for you now, if you didn't do it before, just start now. Just start. If you don't start somewhere, you never want to start, you never want to finish. Do it now before it's too late. That's the most I can say. Due time, there'll be more on this video. This video specifically for a house recap, but I want to identify more things that I intend to do in the future. So that being said, I want to end it here, and I got nothing more to say, but be mindful. If you stop now, you will never proceed in the future. If you stop now, it will never continue. So just don't stop, and it won't stop. Continue, and it'll continue on. If you don't proceed, you won't get no progress. If you don't bring progress, there's no form of precision. Precision to proceed, part of my vocabulary. But if you don't stop, it won't stop. That being said, let me show you a little glimpse before I end this video. That being said, no more to be said. You have a nice day.